All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. A couple of things I wanted to point out with the Apple Watch Ultra, and I hope you don't make the same mistake I made. Now, this is going to come down to, hear me out. I made two mistakes with the Apple Watch Ultra. First mistake is I bought this band when I put mine together. This is the worst band ever. Now, I do have other bands for the Apple Watch, and I will switch them out, but I did buy a new bourbon leather band. And it's taking forever to get here. It's been out for delivery for a week. It's incredible with the post office. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why Best Buy chose to use the post office, the postal service, to deliver their packages, but I guess it's a matter of cost. If it's under $50, they take the cheap route, I guess. I don't know. But that's the first mistake I made when buying the Apple Watch Ultra. This band is horrible, folks. I don't know what it is. It's very uncomfortable. I have to keep adjusting it because, when you work out or if it gets cold, you tend to tighten up more. And the hotter you get, you expand. So things will get like your rings and stuff. When it's cold outside, your rings tend to be a little more loose. And then when it's hot, they fit very snug. And this watch band seems to be just a master of staying tight all the time, no matter what the weather is. So I have to keep adjusting it. You can see I don't have very many hoops left on here. I have a big wrist. Okay, yeah, my wrist is big, but still, this is a large, and I have nothing left really, and it's just a bad band. So that's the first mistake that I made. The next mistake that I made when buying the Apple Watch Ultra is not buying it soon enough. Pause for dramatic effect. If you don't have the Apple Watch Ultra, I always do this. I always do this to myself, man. I always say, I'm not getting it. It's not worth it, blah, 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 sometimes. But then I end up going back and getting the product because I just can't stay away. I actually upgraded this time because, I got the new iPhones and I thought, you know what, I'm going to kick it up a notch. I'm going to go ahead and get one of their most expensive watches and see what the big deal is, if I'm really going to like the display better and all these different things. And the fact of the matter is I do. I still have the 5 and and I have 2 more. I have a 3, an original OG Apple Watch, like the first generation. I had keeping that, but then a 5, and I gave up my Apple Watch SE 2 for this. I didn't pay hardly anything for the Apple Watch, and they bought it back for $120, and I said, okay, I'll do it. It's worth it. So that is how I ended up getting mine for like $600 or something like that, or whatever the price was. I don't even know. But I just know that I waited too long and I missed out on the first generation of this watch. This is a great watch. So let me start with the battery life. Now, some people will run their battery life in power saving mode. I've seen people comment like this multiple times saying, hey, well, I can get 4 or 5 days running it in power saving mode. And I'm not against power saving mode, and not at all. And I think it's pretty nice that I don't have to run, I guess, a regular watch, I should say, because the only watches that I don't run, pardon me, I'm reaching over. The only watches that I don't run in power saving mode are my Amazfit lineup. Every other watch that I've gotten, at some point I've turned on power saving mode to get a little bit more out of it. This watch, I have run it in power saving mode, and I did get about 4 to 5 days. But outside of power saving mode, I still get about 3 days solid, probably maybe 2.5, 3 days, and that's pretty good because I can forget about it. And that is one of the most important parts of me having this watch is I'm not gonna put a case on it. At least I don't plan to right now. I got my action button set straight for my workout so I can get right into it. I just really enjoy not having to turn on power saving mode if I don't want to. Now, if I set out on a weekend trip, I'll probably turn on power saving mode halfway through the trip, even though I probably wouldn't need to. But if I know if I'm going to be gone because I don't like to carry a lot of charges and stuff around. If I know I'm going to be gone for, say, 5 days, I'll charge your watch to 100% and then turn on power saving mode from the jump. And it will last at least 4 days. It will. No matter what phone calls come in, anything, notifications, it will last. Period. So I like not having power saving mode on. let's talk about charging though real quick, because it takes quite a bit of time for this watch to charge, at least in my experience. It takes a little bit of time for this watch to charge, man. It gets a quick boost, like all the way up, but that last 90 to 100%, like most watches, it doesn't, like, or most things that are charging, the product doesn't, it's controlling itself so it doesn't overheat. And so 90 to 100% on this watch takes quite a bit of time. It's been on the charger since this morning for maybe an hour or so. It was at 30% or something like that, 35%. And I decided to just put it on the charger because I'm actually going somewhere later today. And I wanted to make sure I had enough juice just in case I end up being out. And you know what I'm saying, but I ended up forgetting about it and left it on the charger. And I looked at it, and I took it off the charger. I thought it was at 100% right before this video, but it's not. It's at 98%. It's been sitting at the 90 to 100 for quite some time, and that is something that you just make note of. Good thing this does have great battery life, because if it didn't, I'd be super annoyed that it charges slow, like some of the iPhones. They charge really slow, and you know what I'm saying? Get it? But yeah, having everything set up the way I want it is really nice. The first, I don't take a shower or bath with my products. If I go swimming, or something like that, if I'm in some kind of water, that's cool. But I tend to not take showers with the devices, because some watches give me like a bruise or a rash on my arm. I have an allergic reaction to something. That's my personal business, but I do have a really severe allergies to certain things, and so most watches that I wear, I have to remove them because it'll give me a mark on my arm, a rash. I've actually showed it in other videos for other watches, for one of the Amazfit watches. So it's not just a certain brand. I find that it happens. It's weird, but it could be the sensors that they're using inside for the, a lot of radiation going on here. I don't know, but nonetheless, I took a shower with this on one time, and it was cool, man. I was like, wow, okay, it was cool, but I'm not a shower with the watch type on. So, but when I did that, I actually went into the settings here, and I did the thing where you blow it out or whatever with the water or whatever. I did that, and it was cool, But no, okay. Well, let's go ahead and just. There you go. And I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, it's an Apple Watch through and through. I like this setup right here for the menu, because I wear glasses and I can't see I want to know what I'm clicking on, and I want to be able to read what it is. And that's pretty much it. I haven't did the EKG yet, or ECG yet. Let's see here. Hold your finger on the crown. Bear with me, folks. So that is something that I think is useful for most smartwatches can do this, and I'm glad that Apple has decided to keep this on board. Fall detection, all these things are there. I've never done that before. I was actually getting ready to go into the heart rate monitor, and I think I could have gotten to it. So do I have it in here anymore? No, I don't have it. I moved it. I was messing around with the watch faces and things like that, and I think Apple's watch faces, not limited, but not the best, I guess. But you can install, watch faces. So let's see if I can measure it here. I think that's pretty good. It's pretty accurate. A minute ago it was 68 or whatever I said, 69. Pretty nice. I mean, for the things that I use this for, it's always this button over here. I'm always in my workout game trying to get my fitness on, and I do have the Fitness Plus or whatever. but I haven't used them yet. I'm just not. I haven't tried it yet. I might try it, but I wanted to give you a follow-up video on the Apple Watch Ultra. Two things that I messed up on. I got this band, which I've already got replacement coming, and I have other bands that I could possibly just use right now. Hold on. I have a ton of other bands, but also have this metal band right here that I actually took off of my SE that I had purchased. And let me see here. I actually put this on, and it felt good. It felt good and everything, but I took it off for some reason, and my watch band isn't here yet. So I think I'm just going to put it back on. One thing I like about the Apple Watch system when you're changing the bands, it's super simple. And all my watch bands from the previous watches all work just fine. They work fine. That band right there is horrible, man. That's a horrible band. I regret it so much. You know what I'm saying? And let's see here. I think I put it on backwards, but okay. Yeah, I did. It's on there though. But this is a band that I was gonna wear. It's kind of loose though. So I didn't leave it on, but I'm just gonna ride this out like this until my watch band comes. This band doesn't give me any issues with itching or anything. It's actually really good. So the Apple Watch Ultra, man, wow, it is a phenomenal watch. Long battery life, solid, steady software, phone calls. Let me show you something that I really like that I can do with my watch. I do this. It's nothing new. I just never did it with my other watch for some reason. I don't know if it was because the screen was smaller. It's not that much smaller, but I'm coming from a 44. So it's strange that I'm just now using this more. Maybe it's because it's the big flat display. I don't know, but I like controlling things. Like I can start my car. I can do the garage. I can do a whole bunch of stuff. But mainly I'll start my car up. And I've just been using it like this for some reason. I don't know what it is. I've been using that a lot. And I've been using a little bit more controls, basically. And one thing I want to do is control my Tesla with my watch. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm going to do some research after this video and to see if I can control my Tesla with my watch. And that's going to be beast mode. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned for more. Got something coming for you.